Building a profound, lasting attachment in relationships is not about fleeting infatuation, but about applying specific, almost engineering principles based on a deep understanding of male psychology. Decades-long relationships can subtly deplete due to unexpressed expectations and unmet needs. This isn't mere routine. It's a significant, often overlooked threat to psychological well-being and stability, particularly in mature age. The result is a pervasive sense of alienation, misunderstanding, and a quantifiable reduction in overall life quality. The objective is to construct a resilient emotional architecture, creating a foundation that ensures a relationship flourishes across all life stages. One of the key elements in this process is sincere, attentive listening. Men, due to social conditioning and biological factors, specifically higher testosterone levels, are inclined towards stoicism and rarely initiate discussions about their deeper feelings. When a man decides to open up, it represents an act of significant vulnerability. Authentic, non-judgmental listening doesn't merely perceive words. It activates the prefrontal cortex in both participants, a brain region strongly associated with trust and empathy. Simultaneously, it lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, in the speaker, thereby fostering a sense of psychological safety. The listener, by attentively absorbing information without interruption or evaluative judgments, becomes a kind of sanctuary for the man, a space where he can be entirely himself. He can unerringly distinguish between formal politeness and a genuine interest in his thoughts. When you recall minor details from his stories, this serves as a powerful signal of validation for his inner world, stimulating the release of oxytocin, which deepens attachment. This capacity to listen, without immediately attempting to offer solutions or advice, but simply by being present, allows a man to talk through and release emotional burdens. This is critically important for men aged 50 to 65 and older who may have suppressed emotions for decades. For them, finding such a safe space becomes a cornerstone of mental health, mitigating the risks of depression and anxiety directly linked to emotional isolation. Gradually, he will begin to trust you with information he has shared with no one else, perceiving this as a sign of absolute safety and acceptance. The next equally significant aspect is addressing a man by his name, pronounced with warmth and care. The human brain is evolutionarily wired to react to its own name. When spoken with affection, it activates the medial prefrontal cortex, a region responsible for self-awareness and social cognition. This is not merely an act of courtesy. It is a direct pathway to his sense of self. A warm, sincere phrase like, "You're incredible, Alex," triggers an involuntary smile and initiates a release of dopamine and oxytocin, generating a profound sense of personal recognition, positive affirmation, and deep emotional resonance. Incorporating his name into lighthearted jokes or teasing fosters a sense of shared intimacy and playful flirtation. In moments of pride or admiration for his achievements, his name adds a special, unique coloration to their significance. During emotionally charged situations, his name becomes an anchor, binding him even more strongly to you. Even simply whispering his name during an embrace evokes a deep feeling of warmth and trust. For older men, particularly those aged 50 to 65 and above, whose identity might feel less distinct in daily routines, hearing their name from a loved one is a powerful affirmation of their individuality and significance, directly counteracting feelings of depersonalization. This consistent positive association with his name creates a conditioned reflex, linking you to feelings of warmth, acceptance, and importance, thereby strengthening neural pathways of attachment. Conscious acceptance and expression of one's own femininity also play a fundamental role. True femininity is not weakness, but an emanation of inner confidence, softness, and naturalness, radiating warmth and authenticity. It represents an alchemy of wisdom, benevolence, and internal harmony that attracts effortlessly without requiring forced effort. This state signifies the dominance of the parasympathetic nervous system, a rest and digest state that signals safety and effectively reduces perceived threat. Men are instinctively drawn to the contrast between their own strength and this intrinsic softness, which indicates not submission, but deep internal confidence and emotional resilience. The ability to not fear one's emotions but to consciously utilize them, combining playfulness with seriousness, makes a woman truly magnetic. Grace, fluidity in movement, and infectious laughter are manifestations of this energy. Your femininity is evident in how you care for yourself and the world around you, in your voice, gaze, and posture. For women aged 50 to 65, this means leveraging accumulated life wisdom and emotional maturity. Radiating inner calm, self-assurance, and empathy creates a stable, comforting presence that is highly valued in long-term relationships, ensuring mutual support and emotional regulation. A man feels stronger when you embrace your own natural strength, as this fosters a complementary partnership where diverse strengths harmoniously balance each other. Shared laughter, especially in response to his jokes, is one of the most powerful bridges between people. When a woman genuinely laughs at a man's jokes, she demonstrates that she feels comfortable and at ease in his presence. Men, particularly in mature age, value wit and the capacity to uplift spirits. Sincere laughter, requiring no pretense, creates a unique atmosphere devoid of tension and awkwardness. It is a powerful social bonding mechanism, triggering the release of endorphins, natural pain relievers and mood enhancers, and oxytocin, the attachment hormone, in both the person laughing and the storyteller. Seeing that his humor brings a smile to your face instills confidence in a man, as he perceives it as a signal that he can truly be himself. Laughter makes communication spontaneous, light, and sincere, generating shared memories. It overtly demonstrates your openness and playfulness. For the age demographic of 50-65, shared laughter is a vitally important tool for reducing stress and maintaining cognitive flexibility. It counteracts the seriousness that can accumulate with age and responsibilities, actively promoting a sense of youthful spirit. It is a pragmatic method to cultivate joy and diminish perceived life difficulties, thereby transforming the relationship into a source of emotional vitality. Demonstrating genuine respect for a man is a foundational cornerstone of deep attachment. A man needs to feel that his goals, ambitions, and even his vulnerabilities are respected. For him, respect is not merely words, it is a validation of his worth through concrete actions. When a woman exhibits genuine respect through attentive listening, valuing his opinions, and supporting his endeavors, it activates the reward centers in his brain, strengthening his self-esteem and sense of purpose. Such affirmation reduces feelings of insecurity and the constant need to prove his competence, which in turn lowers levels of stress hormones like cortisol and elevates confidence. It signals that she perceives him as a competent, autonomous individual. For men aged 50 to 65 who may be navigating professional changes, health challenges, or new life roles, respect from their partner serves as a vital anchor. This is not solely a matter of self-esteem. It is a confirmation of his relevance and capabilities in the face of life's challenges. When he feels that his opinion matters, he becomes more self-assured. A woman who respects a man does not attempt to change him, but encourages his growth, celebrating even the smallest successes. She allows him to make decisions without criticism, even during difficult moments, which makes him more devoted and loving. This type of respect is the ability to see him not only as a partner, but as an individual with his own unique path, which constructs deep and enduring relationships. Providing a man with personal space is a clear sign of maturity and understanding. This does not indicate a reduction in his affection for you or a growing distance. Rather, it reflects his natural requirement for solitude for internal information processing and emotional regulation, a phenomenon frequently referred to as going into the cave. Men typically process stress and problems internally. When a woman provides this space without judgment or anxiety, it demonstrably reduces his physiological stress response, enabling him to effectively conceptualize the situation. This trust and freedom deepen an attachment founded on mutual respect rather than dependency. The absence of pressure from the woman cultivates a desire in the man to return to her repeatedly. If a woman understands and respects his intrinsic need for isolation, she becomes exceptionally valuable in his eyes. He simply requires time to reset and organize his thoughts. During such periods, a woman who does not intrude but waits calmly becomes an invaluable asset. If you afford him the opportunity to be alone with his thoughts, he will begin to miss you and will realize the profound extent of your importance to him. For couples aged 50 to 65, as responsibilities accumulate, the need for personal time and mental decompression becomes even more critically pronounced. This designated space can be utilized for hobbies, reflection, or simply quiet contemplation. A partner who understands this prevents the accumulation of grievances and emotional burnout, allowing both individuals to retain their unique identity within the relationship, which is vital for long-term health. Actively supporting his dreams is a powerful catalyst. Imagine sharing your dream and in response hearing, "I believe in you." This instantly provides strength, even if the entire world doubts you. Men experience the same profound impact when they have a woman beside them who believes in their potential. Support is not merely articulated words, it encompasses tangible actions, genuine interest, active participation, and deep understanding. A man who feels supported gains confidence, and the woman who inspires him becomes an indispensable source of energy and motivation. When a woman actively supports a man's dreams, it triggers a powerful neurochemical response. This belief and encouragement act as potent motivators, stimulating the release of dopamine in his brain, which is directly associated with reward and goal achievement. This affirmation significantly enhances his self-efficacy, making him more resilient in the face of setbacks. She effectively becomes his ally, assisting him in overcoming any challenge. For men aged 50 to 65, dreams may shift from career heights to a focus on personal legacy, new hobbies, or active participation in community life. Having a partner who supports these evolving aspirations is critically important for maintaining purpose and vitality. This effectively prevents stagnation in midlife and fosters a sense of shared purpose, even when the dreams are individual. She sees his inherent potential and actively encourages him to become the best version of himself. Shared fun and the ability to genuinely enjoy the moment are not simply pleasant pastimes, but a vitally important element of strong relationships. Relationships are not solely serious conversations, they also encompass joy and laughter. With a person with whom everything feels simple and easy, any difficulties seem surmountable. Laughter specifically creates an atmosphere of trust and makes communication more sincere. Men highly value women who are not afraid to be playful and cheerful. The capacity for spontaneous adventures bonds individuals more strongly than years of routine. Shared fun and laughter are essential for maintaining neurochemical balance within a relationship. Engaging in playful activities triggers the release of endorphins, dopamine, and oxytocin, directly reducing stress, cortisol, and profoundly enhancing feelings of well-being and attachment. Playfulness actively signals psychological flexibility and the capacity for joy, thereby establishing the partner as a consistent source of positive reinforcement. For couples aged 50-65, preserving a sense of playfulness can be a powerful antidote to routine and age-related anxieties. It rejuvenates relationships, promotes cognitive flexibility, and builds a robust reserve of positive shared experiences that act as a buffer against life's inherent difficulties. A man begins to associate you with joy, and this profoundly encourages him to seek your presence in any situation. Beside you, he feels truly alive. Even the simplest activities, such as watching a movie and laughing at absurd scenes, create the warmest memories. A woman who knows how to laugh and perceive the lightness in life makes his life brighter, effectively helping him forget stress. Finally, emotional openness is a fundamental condition for true intimacy. Men cannot read minds, but they genuinely desire to understand you. If you aim for authentic intimacy, it is critical not to fear speaking about your feelings. When a woman genuinely opens up, she actively breaks down barriers, earns trust, and profoundly deepens the connection. Men appreciate when a woman communicates directly, rather than expecting him to guess her thoughts. Openness is not a weakness, it is empirical proof of inner strength and confidence. When you share your thoughts, fears, and dreams, a man feels significantly closer to you. Sincerity creates a space of trust where there is no room for games or unspoken assumptions. A woman's emotional openness, when met by a receptive man, creates a phenomenon known as limbic resonance, a deep empathetic connection wherein the brains of both individuals synchronize emotional states. When a woman shares her vulnerabilities and feelings, it signals trust, activating his care instincts and triggering the release of oxytocin, which deepens his protective and tender feelings. This transparency actively reduces psychological noise and establishes a robust foundation for authentic intimacy, which is critically important for the long-term health of any relationship. For relationships in the 50 to 65 age bracket, the capacity for deep emotional intimacy becomes a cornerstone of partnership. Unexpressed emotions can lead to chronic stress and emotional distance. Open communication, even concerning vulnerabilities, allows for mutual support and effective problem-solving, preventing the accumulation of unspoken issues that can lead to significant marital dissatisfaction in later life. The more he understands your feelings, the stronger his attachment to you becomes, as this enables him to construct a comprehensive mental model of you, thereby deepening the empathetic bond. Relationships are not solely about feelings. They are also about conscious actions that forge a durable bond between a man and a woman. When you sincerely listen to him, respect him, support his dreams, and allow him to genuinely be himself, he perceives beside him not just a woman, but a lifelong partner with whom he desires to journey, investing in a shared future replete with mutual understanding and unwavering support. Men do not always articulate their feelings, yet they unfailingly recognize a special woman, one who understands, inspires, and brings profound joy, thereby ensuring both partners' psychological and emotional well-being throughout their mature age.